We'll begin overseas, where President Moon Jae-in is on his 8-day tour of Nordic nations, starting with Finland. During a summit meeting with his Finnish counterpart, the leaders agreed to expand bilateral cooperation and innovative industry.
President Moon also earned the backing of the Northern European nation on his drive for peace on the Korean Peninsula. Traveling with the president, Shin Se-min reports from Helsinki.
Comprehensive discussions between the leaders of Korea and Finland on solidifying global support for the Korea peace process took place to expand bilateral partnerships on the Moon administration's efforts to boost innovative growth as well as the inclusive state vision. During the summit meeting between President Moon Jae-in and Sauli Niinisto in Helsinki on Monday local time, the leaders shook hands on uninterrupted support for the Korean peace drive.
우리 한반도 거의 완전한 비핵화와 항구적인 평화를 구축하려는 프로세스에 대한 우리 한국 정부의 노력을 이런 정부가 일관되게 지지해 주셔서 감사드립니다.
An assuring promise from Helsinki, especially with Finland set to take on the role of the 6-month rotating presidency of the European Union this July. This as the visiting Korean leader hopes to secure global support for his peace drive just weeks before a series of major summit meetings on the sidelines of the G20 summit in Osaka at the end of this month and scheduled talks with U.S. President Donald Trump. Cooperation on the cutting-edge technology in connection with the Fourth Industrial Revolution was another topic of discussion. With Finland known as the birthplace of Nokia and the mecca for tech-heavy startup businesses, the leaders discussed ways to strengthen cooperation in future growth engines like next-generation communication technologies such as 5G, 6G, and artificial intelligence. They also agreed on supporting Korean startup firms and small and mid-sized companies entering the European market. And on the people-to-people level, the two sides agreed to open a flight route from Korea's southernmost port city of Busan to the Finnish capital of Helsinki starting mid-2020. Building upon the promised bilateral cooperation on multiple fronts, President Moon will head to the Otaniemi Innovation Hub, known as the Northern European version of the Silicon Valley, to help solidify his drive for implementing a model of cutting-edge industry leading the way in the era of the Fourth Industrial Revolution. Shin Se-min, Arirang News, Helsinki.